Banded Wendy, and it is Monday, the 12th of September, 2011. This is my weekly update. My week 130 post-op. So 24 months, or 52 weeks, and 52 weeks is 104. And 6 months is 26 weeks. So I believe 130 weeks is exactly 2.5 years, I think. So 2.5 years post-op today. And week 61 maintenance. Started the journey at 244.6 pounds. My original goal weight was 145.6. Met that in July of 2010. July 15, 2010. And I lived in that that goal weight. I lived at that goal weight for a year, just over a year, around a year, before creating my next goal. And my next goal was to weigh 138 pounds. I hit 137.8 August 27th, 2011. And I am now living in my healthy, happy, lifetime maintenance range. And from last week's video, you saw that that's what I have to work on, is living within that range and being happy in that range and not trying to focus on the lowest number in that range. So I'm happy to report that this week I am living in that healthy, happy range, exactly the same weight as I was last week. So that feels great. And it's a new week. So I didn't have my scale Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I didn't stand on the scale because I was in Orange County for my triathlon. And I did the same thing I did the weekend before. I ate what I wanted, what I felt I needed to fuel my body, and allowed my band to tell me when to stop. So I did that. And that felt good. So I'm feeling really great. I'm home all week and I got the scale all week, so we'll see how I do, not trying to get to that lowest number all the time, trying to keep it there and just kind of let it float. So what was different about this past week? I allowed more carbs into my diet all week long. A lot of times before a bigger race event, I'll do carb loading the night before. But in my research that I've been reading, it suggests trying it for the entire week before. So I did that. How did I do that? My pre-tri week fuel consisted of homemade deep fried chicken. I don't know if you can see it, but we have a deep fryer right here. Which was delicious. Very small portion, 2 ounces, but it was great. Sweet potato, I put Splenda and cinnamon on it, and Brummel brown butter, delicious. I could not eat a whole sweet potato, but I tried to eat a half, and it took me 2 days, but I got it in. Baked potato with Brummel brown, salt and pepper, and the Mrs. Dash no salt added table blend. Quite yummy. I love my Yogurtland, and it was my birthday week, so my job took me there twice this past week, and I also went one time with the friends. I had a couple cookies this week. I had a cupcake, and I had a milkshake. I had more bread with butter and honey, real butter, than I've had since pre-op. I didn't think my band would allow so much bread, but I guess when you put butter and honey on it, it goes. So that was quite delicious. The seasonal drinks are back at Starbucks, and I love the salted caramel hot chocolate. I had 2 of those this week, and I get the short. It's a size they do not even advertise on their order board. It is the smallest little guy. It's like this. I mean, literally like 3 sips and it's gone. But so delicious. So those were some of the carbs that I allowed into my body as fuel. I did have a quiche with a little bit of crust on it, but it was midday and the crust didn't work too well for me. I did less exercise. I finished up my 8-week training program for the tri. I took 2 rest days, which was new for me in a while. And so I exercised actually 5 days this past week versus my standard 6, and in some weeks 7. So that was good. I've been doing some at-work fitness. My coworker, several of my coworkers were doing, along with Hua, Rainish 01, we're doing the Gladiator, which is very similar to a Warrior Dash, but it's called the Gladiator, and it's 14 obstacles and an obstacle course. And then Hua and I are doing the 10K, 6 miles, 6.22 miles, and my coworkers are doing the 5K. So CS, which many of you have watched his video with me, my employee assistant at work, is training for his first 5K. So we've been doing the Couch to 5K Banded Wendy's accelerated version at lunch. So I've been running with him also. So that's been fun. In the less exercise world, I don't know if that counts. My band has been extremely tight. It was tight last week. It was tight this past week. I really believe mostly due to stress that I put on myself for the triathlon. Sorry, my eye itches. So I'm really hoping that that stress is gone now because I finished the triathlon and the band loosens up. It has not done so yet. But it's been very tight in the morning, even beverages, I'm burping, pretty tight at noon food, but it does open up for the most part in the evening. Typical band, right? It is moody, but it does open up in the evening, except for last night. I did it! You saw, I have a try video. I will post it. You probably see it before you see this. I finished the triathlon. I felt really good about it. Just now starting to feel a little bit tired because I was up at 3 a.m. till like 10:30. And a little bit achy. Not too bad. I'm taking 2 rest days and then I'll get back into the groove of things. Ocean swim, before I do my next triathlon, I will take a triathlon ocean swimming course. Met some people at the triathlon that can help me do that, and I have at the Rose Bowl Aquatic Center, they also have that. So definitely going to work on my ocean swim for next time. Had my 37th birthday last week. My husband coined it Beauty 7. Love him. And he gave me 2 options. An iPad, which I so desperately want. Not really, but he has one, so if he has one, why don't I? Or a membership to the Los Angeles Athletic Club. Yeah. The athletic club is 4-minute walk from my house, 2-minute jog. And we went and toured it. It's old school, you know. I've been in 24-hour fitnesses that are nicer as far as the decor, but there's so much history there, and it's so close, and it's got so many wonderful things about it. Non-scale victory, I picked the LA Athletic Club as my gift, not the iPad. So I'm really excited to get my fitness on at the LAAC. So this week ahead, 2 more rest days. I want to talk about food, you know, kind of like what am I eating, how do I fuel my body. Majority of the comments I get from Facebook, I do a lot of food posting there, and a lot of comments I get here on YouTube, show us more food, show us more food. So I'm going to work on doing that as I'm living in this healthy range. And cooking is definitely something I want to get back to. Cooking for fun and pleasure and health versus just cooking for convenience because I'm so busy exercising, because I'm going to slow down on the exercise. That's the goal, a little. So anyway, my breakfasts this week. Protein shakes that I make. I use plain Greek 0% fat yogurt, and then it goes, and they all have ground flaxseed in them, and they all have cinnamon in them, and they all have Splenda in them, and they all have non-fat milk and ice, right? From there, I add fresh fruit, all different types of fresh fruit. I like blueberries, raspberries, bananas, sometimes a white peach, no skin. I like the Hershey Cocoa, it's 10 calories for a tablespoon. I like my peanut butter, but I do a 1/4 tablespoon, which I think is like a teaspoon, you know? But I do a very small amount of it. That's all I need. If I put too much in there, it gets stuck in my band in the morning. I put honey in there, and that's pretty much what I do. Sometimes I'll put granola in there. So I make a nice hearty shake in the morning. That's what I've been doing as my band's been tight. just eating yogurt hasn't been the right thing for me, so I've been making these shakes and I'm kind of addicted to them now. And they're very filling. For my lunchtime this week, I'm a planner. I'm going to work and I got my bag of goodies ready for the week, right? So I've got some mango shrimp, a mango salsa marinade that I used, and I baked my shrimp. I buy pre-cooked shrimp, I throw on the marinade, put it in the oven, bake it for 15 to 18 minutes, even though it's already cooked, done. Use my scale, measure out 3 ounces. I believe it's 100 calories and 19 proteins I'll be eating for shrimp this week. And then I make gourmet burgers. I measure out a 2-ounce patty of 4% organic beef sirloin, 4% fat, 140 calories, 24 proteins, and 4 ounces, right? So I make 1 patty, and then I've been using a Baby Bell, the Laughing Cow spreadable cheese. Spread 1 wedge in there, make another 2-ounce patty, put that on top. Do it in the frying pan on the oven. I just use Pam. And then I'm taking it out and I put 2 slices of pepperoni and an 1/8 cup of mozzarella cheese. Put it in the oven on broil, high, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, done. So I got that. And I also, it's around 250 calories and 31 proteins approximately for one of those. And I also did a Mediterranean version. Same thing, 2 2-ounce patties. I put a tablespoon of, 1 tablespoon of spinach dip in the middle. Put the other patty on top. Did it in the frying pan. Took it out. Put it on the baking dish. Put it in the oven. I put a 1/2 ounce of feta cheese and some pepperoncinis, about 4 or 5 pepperoncinis on there. Put that in the oven, broiled it for another 3 to 4 minutes. Done. 250 calories or so, and another 31 proteins. So that's what I'm looking for my lunch. My go-to snacks, because I do eat whenever I'm hungry, so I like to be prepared. I have some cinnamon almonds, 150 calories, and 5 proteins for a 1/4 cup. Trail mix, any of my trail mixes range from 140 to 160 and from 40 to 5 proteins. I like any type of low-fat string cheese, mozzarella cheese, or a Baby Bell cheese, anywhere from 60 to 80 proteins for the string cheese, 60 to 8 proteins for the string cheese, 50 calories to 6 proteins for the Baby Bell. So I like those. Been doing hard-boiled eggs. My band did not like them in the past. It seems to like them better now. 70 calories, 6 proteins. A little salt and pepper. I forgot that I put salt on it last week and I had a really bad salt attack. Ugh, so be careful with the salt. And beef jerky. I like turkey jerky. I like beef jerky. It's like you can get 80 calories, 15 proteins for an ounce of jerky. And a lot of times I just do a 1/2 ounce. So those are my go-to snacks. For dinner this week, I'm going to do some more of the 4-ounce, 4% fat ground sirloin, some taco seasoning, and I'll use that and make a salad. Lettuce, low-fat cheese, dressing, maybe some croutons, and the meat, and maybe a tablespoon of plain Greek yogurt. And if I'm not doing that, I'm doing a tuna bake. My tuna bake, I like this gourmet Star-Kissed albacore tuna, yellowfin tuna, marinated. I'll take this, spray a baking dish with Pam, throw that on top of it. I measure out 1 ounce of cheese, put 1 ounce of cheese on top, bake it or broil it 8 minutes or less on high. And usually I can't eat all of it, and it's around 300 calories and 30 some odd proteins. It's like crazy, like 36 proteins, so it's good. And I have some baked shrimp to eat here at home. So that's what I got going on in the food world. That's pretty much always what I do with some variation. So I thought I'd share that with you. Wednesday, I start exercise again. Who and I, as I mentioned, we're doing that gladiator run with my coworkers. So, followed by a half marathon at the end of October, and then a half marathon in December. So going to work on doing 5 days of exercise, maybe 6, but for sure 5. Going to get my running in as my #1 exercise with strength training and ab workouts. And my strength training is P90X and my ab workouts are ab ripper X. And I'm going to, on my cross train days, I'm going to do P90X yoga. I'm going to go hiking, which I love to do, and it's a real easy workout for me, and I've kind of been away from it because it's too easy, but I like it. It's one of my favorite places in Los Angeles, Griffith Park, so I'm going to do that. And P90X plyometrics, I'm a huge fan of that. Great for the leg muscles. And swim and cycle, and whatever happens at the LA Athletic Club, I'm going to swim there. I'm going to take their extreme cycling class. There's a couple other things I'm going to do there too. So that's where I'm at. So anyway, it's a long video. I'm going to go. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Live your best life. And when you're there and you're doing that exercise, what I want to tell you is push past it. Use your mind. When your body hurts, and then your mind says, I'm done, don't be done. Go for 2 more minutes. Go for 5 more minutes. Try it. Just try it. Try it. You'll benefit from it. You'll be stronger from it. I know I have. Oh, and my shirt. Check out this shirt. Rainish01 gave me this for my birthday. And actually, Joelle, Bypass Joe, gave me that necklace. Catch me if you dare. Love it. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.